D's Media back again with another live. This is episode 8, I believe, part 2. Today we're going to talk about 3 of Bankroll Freddie homies agreed to cooperate against him in his upcoming federal indictment RICO trial. He's facing charges from racketeering to drug trafficking, a whole bunch of stuff. Another thing we're gonna talk about: Glokknine just got charged with second-degree murder for 2020, a 2020 shooting. And the last one was Kodak Black calls out NBA YoungBoy and Lil Baby for wearing nail polish. You know, he said that's some suspect stuff. We're gonna jump straight into it. I'm gonna give a little second for y'all to jump in. If y'all hear anything, that's my dog. Y'all already know by now if y'all been tapping in with me. Let's jump straight into it. Jury selection began this morning in the drug conspiracy trial of Arkansas rap music recording artist known as Bankroll Freddie, who faces multiple federal counts of allegedly drug trafficking and firearms violation. All right. And November 10th of 2020, Bankroll Freddie was arrested in Jonesboro, Arkansas on Wednesday night as part of a major federal drug gun bust conducted across the state. The rapper Freddie Glockknine III and his father Freddie Glockknine Jr. were among 45 people swept into a federal indictment. The indictment claims from March 21 through October 2022, the defendants allegedly conspired to distribute and possession cocaine, crack cocaine, methamphetamines, and marijuana, and that Freddie possessed an arsenal of firearms that included at least 3 9mm pistols, 2 rifles, machine gun, to further his drug trafficking crime. Prosecutors claim that Glockknine and their co-conspirators allegedly trafficked guns and drugs between Arkansas, Texas, California, Arizona, Georgia, Mississippi, Tennessee, and Oklahoma. And the arrests were the three different investigations. Okay. State's attorney said that, okay, I'm just skimming through it. Lil Rock said that 2 FBI investigators into the gang violence and drug trafficking and the separate DEA investigation uncovered methamphetamine, fentanyl to be mailed from California into Arkansas and then distributed in Little Rock, Pine Bluff. I guess Pine Bluff is in Little Rock. In Houston, weapons include machine guns, cash, drugs were all seized as part of the investigation. But yeah, man, pretty much, man, you know, his trial is set, man. 3 of his homies just agreed to cooperate against him. You know, it ain't looking too good for him, man. You know, also part of what the FBI investigators say that it was a rival Arkansas game called EBK, everybody should know what that means, and the Lodi mob gang. Apparently, the detective is saying that it's a rival beef going on between these 2 gangs. They also trying to show that it's hits that went over here on this day and hits that went on over here, just to try to put it together to make it look like a real RICO. Because part of a RICO, what people don't realize is the government or state has to prove that crimes is being committed to enhance the gang or to further the gang. So meaning that just because somebody go out and commit a crime, that doesn't mean that can be based to build a RICO off of. But if it was a crime to further enhance the gang, then that's what you could build a RICO off of. If me and my mans go light up this block, man, because they get in the way of our money and stuff like that, that's a RICO charge. But if we just go light the block up just because it's Thursday, they can't use that for no RICO. So pretty much what all they trying to do is say, okay, Bankroll Freddie and them is beefing with this gang over here. And on this day, they met up with each other and 555. On this day, they met up with each other in 555. They just trying to bring events in to prove that it's a RICO to make the charge more serious. You know what I'm saying? And by the feds being there, it's not gonna say a done deal, but the feds been more than likely doing their homework. But this is what comes with when you self-telling on yourself. Bankroll Freddie been telling on himself since he started rapping. You know what I'm saying? That's his name. I'm a trap rapper. I'm a trap rapper. Hey, now go tell that judge that same thing. Go tell that same judge that you a trap rapper. You know, I don't get how these dudes literally give the feds the case. Like they literally give it away. Like all they gotta do is go listen to 2-3 of his songs and he done. Hell, he got a video with about 30 pounds sitting on a what was it? A purple Lamborghini truck when he was rapping in the phone booth. Like, you don't think the feds was watching that video too? And this is the timeline that they saying. March 21 through something 2022. So they was watching him for almost a year. He dropped that video in that time. You don't think the feds was watching that? He's also getting charged for contrabanding, for trafficking the Zaza. He was showing the Zaza. It's like this is dang near a slam dunk case. And then on top of that, to top it off, 3 of his homies who was willing participant in the crime is cooperating and telling. This is a nail slam dunk case. This is a screwdriver. Screw it in. It's done. It's over. This is why I try to tell y'all kids. Not to say it like that. This is why I try to teach and tell the youth that there's no loyalty in the streets no more. Here it is. These dudes was getting money together, doing their thing in Arkansas. They rolling with a big time rapper. All of this, we get money. All of this now. You know what I'm saying? We can clean up our money through Freddie now. All of this. But you see, as soon as it went sour, they flipped on Freddie. Because who you think the feds really want? Man, we want y'all, but we want this platinum selling artist from QC. You know, the Migos label mate, Lil Baby label mate. We want him. We don't care about y'all. They want Bankroll Freddie. Man, they willing to cut them dudes any type of deal just to get a statement on Bankroll Freddie just so that they can make an example because he became the target in his city. Meanwhile, this dude he getting his money and going on the road, but this dude was still active in Arkansas. Look at where he shot all his videos at, in Arkansas. So he didn't get his rap money and leave. He got his rap money and stayed in the hood and all of that. That's about to cost him. He could have got that rap money, left that whole side alone, man, and been gone. He already signed the QC. He already got a platinum selling song with Meg Thee Stallion, songs with Lil Baby, the Migos, like all type of artists, you know? Signed YTB Fat. Even though he signed through Bread Gang and all of that, he couldn't officially sign him, but he signed him too. You know what I'm saying? But this is a prime example, man, for the youth and for the kids out there, man. When you getting this money, man, if you started off in the streets before you getting this money, man, leave it alone, man, because they about to make an example out of Bankroll Freddie. They give him all his crimies and all his rappies the sweetest deals ever, man, just so they could testify against this man. You know, because they don't want them. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the game, y'all. But for all y'all kids that want to, that's about to walk out that door, jump in that car, slide on that block, you know, put that button on that glizzy, you know. I hope y'all know what y'all signing up for, because the person that's next to you gonna tell before the person y'all going to go do something to. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that. The person you doing all the dirt with gonna tell before the person you got a problem with. That's just how the streets work. The person next to you, the person in your mama house, the person she calling her son, the person your girl called when she looking for you. That same person right there gonna tell before the person you got a real issue with. That's how the streets work. So I wish Bankroll Freddie the best, but I don't really think my wish is gonna really help him, man, because like I say, he facing a federal indictment. The FBI been investigating him for almost a whole year, from October 21 to close to the end of 2022. You know, the DEA jumped in on the task force because they had their own separate investigation. So they came together, you know, and it ain't looking too good for him, man. But I wish him the best, man. You know, hopefully QCP and all of them, man, you know, they got that man a good lawyer, even though it ain't gonna help at this point. Only thing he could do, man, is try to get the lowest best plea deal that he can get, man. But he definitely ain't walking out of there, man. But it's your boy, it's your boy D's Media, man. We about to move on to another subject, man. But your boy Glockknine, man, it ain't looking too good for him, even though he already locked up in prison. He pleaded guilty to a 7-year sentence for it was like, I think it was like fraud or something like that. Nothing too serious, but he still was facing trial for a RICO and a second degree murder. So he pretty much just got charged for that. Hold on, let me pull it up for y'all. But yeah, but yeah, Glokknine is just got charged with a 2020 second degree murder. He was already facing this charge, but they went ahead and charged him with it. So on top of the 7 years that he already facing, on top of additional weapons charge, he also is facing gang activity charges. But pretty much, man, the Orlando gang unit came out and they labeling Glockknine as the gang leader. They label him as a gang leader, and they saying that pretty much, man, that you know, this guy was getting stuff done in Orlando. They say that he had allegedly a rival beef with the other popping rapper from Orlando, Hot Boy. But both of these dudes is innocent until proven guilty. Everything is just alleged. Just because they charge you with something, that it doesn't mean that you guilty or you're gonna be found guilty. But you know, Glockknine, Cash Money artist, man, you know, it ain't really looking too good for him, man. You know, at first I thought, you know, with that little 7-piece, you know, he could still come out and have a decent career, you know, but with facing these charges and stuff like that, I don't see how he gonna beat this, you know. But just as another prime example, you know, throwing a wonderful opportunity away. You know, you signed to the same label as Lil Wayne, Drake, Nicki Minaj. You know, I think he signed Birdman and Slim pulled up to Orlando and signed Glokknine for $2 million. This was like 5-6 years ago. This probably could have been a little longer than that. So, you know, you was in position to win, you know. But it's just like these young cats, man, it's like they just refuse to leave to leave their city, man. It's like they feel like it's nothing beyond this city, and this is so much in this world, man, that you just haven't seen, man. You know, I get it, man. You feel comfortable, you feel safe, you know the ins and outs of where you from and all of that. But that's part of life, is experiencing things that you haven't experienced. You know, that's like the same way as it's saying you don't like some food before you taste it, you know? You know, you don't know till you experience it, you know? But I see a lot of these dudes, it's like they scared to leave out of their habitat and where they from, you know, and it's costing them, you know? It's costing them heavy, you know? We keep seeing these dudes keep getting hit with RICOs and indictments back to back. And I'm going to tell you how it start off. It start off when the feds label them as a gang. You know, and that's why I keep trying to preach to the youth is, you know, when y'all on Instagram and all of this stuff and y'all saying, you know, we such and such gang, we such and such block gang, and, you know, we this, we that. Y'all just labeled yourself as a gang. Now, y'all just put yourself in a RICO. It's a difference between me, you, me. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 getting separate charges. That's different. But when we just label this as a gang, now all our separate charges can be used to impact this RICO case. You got caught with something last year. I got caught with something with this. They gonna try to bring that together and say that we did that for this and this. But when you label yourself as a gang, this is why I try to tell the kids, watch what you saying on these interviews. You know, just because Vlad or No Jumper asks you something, that don't mean you gotta answer, because you gotta watch what you say. You know, it ain't no different when they read you your Miranda rights and they say whatever you say can be used against you in a court of law. Whatever you say on this camera or these videos or these interviews, it will be used against you in a court of law. You know, but these dudes is giving it away. You know, they constantly during this trial in this case, they constantly bringing in as part of their evidence music videos, Instagram posts, IG lives, tweets, and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like these young dudes. How can I put it? I feel like these young dudes is getting so much fame and so much notoriety so early and so unexpectedly that I feel like it's hard for them to change and adapt to something new. But if we don't change that mindset, it's gonna keep costing us. But that's why we need OGs around these youngsters. You know what I'm saying? I get it, every youngster ain't gonna listen, but some youngsters out there gonna listen. This why we need parents out there. We need uncles, we need aunts, we need OGs around, man, to guide these youngest, man. Because man, they just getting locked up like left and right, left and right, left and right, left and right. You know? And it's like certain things, man, when you getting certain numbers, it's over. You getting 25 and 35 and you already 23. Just do the math on that. You getting 25 at 23, you 46. What rap career, what music career, what you gonna have in life in general? You're gonna be more than likely forklifting at Walmart or Home Depot or something like that. You dang sure ain't gonna have no rap career. But I definitely wish Glockknine the best. I wish Hot Boy the best. I wish both of those dudes the best. I hope they come from up under this situation, man, and get back to making music and taking care of their family. I hope this be a life lesson for them, man, to let them know that your blessing could be snatched up under you in the quickness and the heartbeat. But I got to keep it realistic and speak logic. I don't think them dudes is coming home, man, because they facing some serious charges, man. And I just don't see them coming home, man, especially with them dudes taking the stand that they ain't telling and all of that. I just don't see them dudes coming home, man. You know, but I wish them the best. I ain't going to sit there and say I hope they don't come home, but we got to speak realistic and we got to take accountability and responsibility for our action. And those is our youngsters, those is our shorties and all that. So we got to take responsibility for them, you know? You know, we got to tell them when they right and tell them when they wrong, bro. You in a sticky situation right now. I could tell you can come home. I could jump on the internet and say free Hot Boy, free Glokknine and all of this, but I know what's going on in real life and in this court system, man. And these young dudes is playing with their life, man. They playing with their life, man, and then they bringing your own work and your own material in as evidence to put you away. Your own music video, your own interviews, your own IG live posts, your own tweets, your own everything, your own homies telling. You giving them a conviction. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, once again, we need more OGs around, man, so we can keep schooling these youngsters and keep guiding them, man, because it ain't over, man. Even though they knocking them off left and right, man, it ain't over, man. We can keep saving them, man. But I wish them boys the best, man. But the next subject we're going to talk about, Kodak Black, man, he went on IG Live, man, and he went off, man. He went off on NBA Youngboy. He went off on Lil Baby. He went off on Lil Yachty. He went off on a lot of people. He feel like where he from in Florida and the OGs that raised him and the people that he been around and certain things that's a no-no. He said you don't call nobody no rat if he ain't rat. You don't paint your fingernails and you definitely don't do no Diddy type stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta agree with Kodak because Kodak, you could tell, man, Kodak been around some real street type dudes. I ain't gonna say some smart people because Obviously, he been in and out of trouble for a while, but he been around some OGs that don't let him do certain type of stuff that you gonna see another rapper doing. You ain't gonna see Kodak Black painting his nails and all of that. You know what I'm saying? You just ain't gonna see that. You know, you just not. But certain rappers, they tapping into they tapping into that rock and roll fan base, you know, that pop fan base and all of that. And that's the thing now, you know. Everybody want to be big like Mike and Elvis, you know, but Mike and Elvis didn't sell themselves out. You didn't see Mike and Elvis putting on a dress or wearing nail polish to getting into the pop culture and all of that. You didn't see that. They used their natural talents and their God-given gifts, and they made hits, and they didn't sell themselves out. You know, they did what they did. You ain't. It's certain people, man. They just don't agree with how this generation is going. You know, and I feel like, man, with these dudes, man, y'all got all these kids following y'all, and I feel like y'all confusing them. Y'all paint y'all nails, NBA Youngboy, Lil Baby, you know, Lil Yachty. Y'all got little kids looking up to y'all, and y'all paint Trippy Red, and y'all paint y'all fingernails. Like, come on, man. What example is you setting for the a 10, 12-year-old boy that's watching you and looked up to you, man? What example is y'all set? Y'all see she in the background making noise, so excuse me. But you know, what example is y'all setting for the youth, man? You get what I'm saying? When part of being a celebrity is taking responsibility and knowing that you a role model. You may not want the responsibility, but you got to know that that's the obligation you got. You know, that's what comes with being a celebrity, not just the money and the fame and the women. Part of being a role model comes with it, you know? Now, just imagine how many kids about to go paint their nails tonight because NBA Youngboy did it. You know, not saying that he's responsible for the next person kid or the next person teenager boy or anything like that. But at the end of the day, those same teenage boys and those same teens and those same kids is the ones that get on these iPhones and download your music all day long. You know what I'm saying? So I got to understand where Kodak is coming from. You know what I'm saying? Because you could tell Kodak Black, the people around him, bro, they ain't gonna let him do no stuff like that, paint your nails and all of that. But this is what this generation is coming to. They the hip hop community is tapping into the pop and the rock and roll fan base, you know, and that's part of what comes with it. You know, paint your nails and all of that. That's the rock and rolls type stuff, you know. Whether if you want to agree with it or not, you know, what the next man choose to do, you know, that's on him, you know. If they want to tap into that type of fan base and that type of music core, let them do that, you know. But like I say, I agree with Kodak because a lot of people, man, they just them, man, and you just ain't gonna change them, man. But everybody gonna agree to disagree on certain things. Everybody gonna agree with some of the stuff that Kodak Black do, you know. But NBA Youngboy did respond, you know. You already know how NBA Youngboy is. He gonna respond, but he responded and he pretty much said, like, I'm about to go paint my nails tonight, like, just because you care so much, like, hey, man, like, that's this generation, man. You know, I don't really get it, you know, but that's what these rappers is doing. They wearing purses, they paint their nails, they calling that swag. I mean, if you say that's swag, that's swag, but I'd rather wear some shorts, a white tee, and some white Air Force Ones, boy. I call it a day with that. But if y'all call that swag and dripping and all of that, hey, man, y'all drip away and swag away. But that's the generation we live in, man. The next thing I want to talk about, man, NBA Youngboy, man, he invited finesse 2 times baby moms and Boston Richie girlfriend to Grave Digger Mountain. He told them to come on to Grave Digger Mountain. He got more money than both y'all dudes, so come on to Grave Digger Mountain. Man, I'll be honest with you, man. At the end of the day, man, YB know how to troll, man. That's how I look at that situation, man. But finesse 2 times better use it as publicity, bro, and drop some music, man. That's the only thing you could do nowadays. Everything I feel like is for content and for likes and click. You know, you can't take a lot of stuff personal, you know, because a lot of stuff be stages and be skits. But I'm pretty sure, you know, NBA YoungBoy, you know, he probably do like finesse 2 times baby moms and Boston Richie's girlfriend. Cause I ain't gonna lie, they definitely do look good. But I just feel like everything for content now. YB probably dropping an album tomorrow or something. He just want the internet talking about him before he drop his album. You know, this dude drop an album every month, man. You know, he drop a month for an album for every holiday, man. This dude probably in a year, man, he probably got 12 albums. He probably got an album every month. But, you know, for the fans and all of that, I wouldn't take this junk serious because I feel like at the end of the day, all it is just a scam to get people to talk about you, man, so they can go watch. I said watch, so they can go buy your album and all of that. Like I'm gonna say again, NBA YoungBoy probably got an album or something that's about to drop, or a music video or something, and he just want people to be talking about him and downloading his music. That's the theme now, you know, when your music ain't really, not saying YB music not, but when your music ain't doing what it used to do, or it ain't doing what's anticipated or what you think, you know, the labels coach people in and telling these artists, you know, to start some drama on the internet, talk about this or talk about that, you know, or even rappers know like, oh, let me go argue with this person, or let me go do this, or let me say this crazy line in this song because I know it's about to blow up and everybody gonna be talking about it. That's just the generation we in, you know, because if it's something poke out in a song or on a music video or whatever it is, we all know we like controversy and stuff like that. But I definitely wouldn't take the NBA YoungBoy and inviting finesse 2 times baby moms and Boston Richie girl to Grave Digger Mountain. I wouldn't take it serious, man. YB probably dropping the album. But it's your boy D's Media signing out, man. We on episode 8, part 2, man. Today we talked about 3 of Bankroll Freddie. Homies agreed to cooperate in his up-and-coming trial that's set for weapons trafficking, drugs trafficking, and being the leader of an Arkansas gang. We also talked about Glokknine facing just got charged with second-degree murder for a 2020 shooting. I believe 2020 or 2022, excuse me if those dates is wrong, but I believe it's 2020. And then we talked about Kodak Black called out NBA YoungBoy, YB, and other rappers for wearing nail polish and stuff, and be talking all this gangster stuff on these songs, but then wearing nail polish. And then we talked about NBA YoungBoy invited finesse 2 times baby moms and Boston Richie girlfriend and Grave Digger mine. He told them to come over here, man, and get this money. I got way more money than both of y'all dudes combined, which he ain't lying. He definitely do. But, you know, I feel like I said again before I ended, I feel like NBA YoungBoy about to drop an album or something this week, and he just want people to talk about him because he don't like doing interviews and stuff, and we all tune in to him. So if he say something crazy or something, we'll go listen to him or whatever. But I think that kid just about to drop an album. But it's your boy D's Media signing out. Y'all know we're going to go live tomorrow. Y'all see I've been giving y'all some surprise lives. But it's your boy D's Media signing out. Peace, positivity, network growth. Let's save these kids. I love all my subscribers. Appreciate y'all.